Welcome to DCTV. I'm Stephanie Koenig, and this is your news for today, Thursday, April 16th, 2026. The Oshawa Rotary Club has announced they won't be hosting Oshawa's Ribfest for the first time in 25 years. The club said it was not an easy choice, but that rising operational costs, sponsorship challenges, and economic pressures left them to make the difficult decision. Since 2001, the Rotary Club has raised over $1 million in funds that have gone directly back into supporting the local community. The club ended the message by saying they were extremely grateful for the support over the years and remain hopeful the event can return when the time is right. A Durham man has died after a violent incident in Ajax. Officers responded to a break-in around 12:40 a.m. Tuesday morning. An adult man was found at the scene with traumatic injuries and was pronounced dead later on. Two suspects were spotted fleeing the scene upon the officers' arrival, but could not be located after a search. Investigators believe the incident was a targeted attack and not an actual break-in case. Officers urge anyone in the Shorten Place and Haskell Avenue area with footage of the night between midnight and 2 a.m. to contact investigators or Crime Stoppers. As the spring semester comes to an end, students are getting ready to pack up their dorms. We will now join Ryan Miller on location as he checks in how things are going at residence.
I'm here at Durham College's South Village residence, where today I'll be asking students how they feel on the year wrapping up, their exams, and how it is to live in the dorms.
I am a second-year marketing student in the 3-year program, and I don't have any exams yet, but I think I have like 3 next week, and I'll be happy to get them over with. But hopefully, I pass with flying colors.
Thousands of students are here at Durham College. Most of them are international and stay at the residence.
You know, it's pretty fun. There's lots of different events and different things to do around the dorm. The food in the dining hall is good because you have to buy it. And like other than that, the dorms are like pretty nice. The heat in here's a bit much, but other than that, it's a fun time.
There is a lot going on around campus as this 2025-2026 school year is coming to an end.
You know, I'm super excited. Got a summer job lined up, so can't wait to start that. And just like the stress of school will all be done and get back home. It'll be nice to be home again. And yeah.
From DCTV News, I'm Ryan Miller.
Ontario is now allowing alcohol consumption in many provincial parks, including beaches, picnic areas, and day-use zones as the spring season begins. This marks a major shift from the previous rules where alcohol was prohibited in most public areas of parks and largely restricted to campsites. The province is hoping the news will help support local tourism and improve the overall park experience. However, it's important to note that this is not a blanket rule across all locations or all areas within the parks. Some parks or specific zones may still have restrictions in place, and signage will indicate whether alcohol is and is not permitted. Astronauts aboard the Artemis II space shuttle landed on Saturday and are holding a press conference today at 2:30 p.m. Jeremy Hansen, a 50-year-old from London, Ontario, made history during the mission as the first non-American to travel beyond low Earth orbit. The flight saw astronauts travel to the moon for the first time in over 50 years, as well as setting a record for the greatest distance traveled by humans away from Earth. And that's a wrap on our news for the week. We now shift gears to the latest in sports with Jamal Benjamin Maloney. Take it away.
Thank you, Stephanie. Jurassic Park makes its grand return this weekend as the Toronto Raptors have returned to the NBA playoffs, the first time since 2023. The team spoke with media earlier this week, answering questions about how they feel squaring off against the Cleveland Cavaliers. Fan favorite Scotty Barnes was asked if the Raptors feel like underdogs in this first-round series, to which he responded, "It doesn't matter," and to be ready for the physicality. Tip-off is live from Cleveland Saturday at 1 p.m. on Sportsnet. The WWE's biggest spectacle is coming back to Las Vegas, ready to double down on black. WrestleMania 42 takes place at Allegiant Stadium this weekend, with the star-studded lineup headlined by the World Heavyweight Championship bout between the best in the world CM Punk and the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. The two-night showcase of the Immortals will feature former American college athletes making their debuts on the big stage, with no better example being the ruler Obafemi going toe-to-toe with the Beast Brock Lesnar live on Netflix and ESPN starting on Saturday at 6 p.m. Eastern. Durham College is hosting a unique skating event to fly on the ice and be stress-free at the same time. With more on the story is Owen Stefanis.
Are you looking to take some time off of classes and get some ice time? Campus Ice Center has you covered. As part of Durham College's Brain Break Week, students are invited to take their minds off the stress of final assignments and exams. Today's event, Skate Your Stress Away, gives students a chance to lace up and hit the ice. A fun way to stay active and recharge during the final stretch of the semester. The skate runs from 12 to 2 this afternoon at the Campus Ice Center. For DCTV News, I'm Owen Stefanis.
Today marks the final day of the NHL's regular season as the Stanley Cup playoffs get set to begin this weekend. The Eastern Conference matchups are already locked in, while some teams in the West will battle tonight for final positioning. The Toronto Maple Leafs also wrapped up their season last night, falling 3-1 to the Ottawa Senators. After missing the playoffs, Leafs fans will now turn their attention to the upcoming draft lottery set to take place on May 5th. More sports news is coming your way right after this quick message.
Food insecurity has reached an all-time high in Canada, affecting over 10 million people. That's nearly 1 to 4 Canadians as of this year. Food bank visits have reached an all-time high with over 2 million visits recorded in a single month. It is a major public health issue associated with higher rates of chronic illness, poor mental health, and reduced life expectancy. For many Durham Region families, this is the reality. After paying rent and utility bills, what would you do if there wasn't enough money to buy nourishing foods? There's a way you can help. You can support your local food bank by donating non-perishable healthy foods. To learn more, visit ddsb.ca/makeadifference to find your local food bank.
Could Major League Baseball be expanding back into Canada? The mayor of Vancouver, Ken Sim, is pushing to bring an MLB franchise to the city, with a motion set to go to council later this month. While the league has not officially announced expansion, Commissioner Rob Manfred has previously expressed interest in growing the league to 32 teams. City officials say that they want to be ready if that opportunity arises. And that's your latest Game Point with your sports news wrapping up for the day. Next up, we have the juiciest gossip and entertainment. With more on that, here's Patrick Chung.
Thanks, Jamal Benjamin. It's that time of year where thousands of fans gather in the desert in cool outfits and everyone's favorite artists perform. Yes, it's Coachella season. Headliners included Sabrina Carpenter, Karol G, and Canada's own Justin Bieber. Fans are divided with his approach to his performance. His set took his fans down memory lane with performing early hits from his catalog with just a microphone and a laptop. Justin did bring out some other artists such as Thames, Wizkid, and MKG, who played guitar as he closed out the show with his song Daisies. After his Coachella performance, his music was streamed with high numbers in the US, with preliminary data showing about 24.6 million times, which is not too far behind his streams he received after he released his last album, Swag, on July 18th, 2025. Tom Cruise is getting attention for doing something completely different in his upcoming movie Digger. At CinemaCon, he showed off a brand new look that shocked a lot of people with heavy makeup and prosthetics that make him look much older and almost unrecognizable. The film itself is expected to be a comedy, which is a big change from the action-packed roles he's usually known for, like in the Mission Impossible series. In this movie, he plays a powerful billionaire who ends up causing a major crisis, leading to some chaotic and funny moments. Fans are really curious to see how he handles this kind of role, and some are already saying it could be one of the most interesting performances of his career. It's been 16 years since Michael Jackson's passing. The King of Pop legacy continues with the biofilm titled Michael, starring his nephew Jafar Jackson. The film is set to be released in theaters and IMAX next week. The film is set to cover Michael Jackson's life from his Jackson 5 days to his solo career, which led to his global stardom. Development of this production began in 2019 with pauses in production due to the legal complexities that have pertained to past headlines that involved Michael. Lionsgate Studio is aiming for an over $700 million in the global box office receipts. Those numbers will be close to the Freddie Mercury Bohemian Rhapsody biofilm that premiered in 2018. With the end of the semester fastly approaching, here's Evan Jeffrey to tell you about an event that will help you unwind and recharge.
Hey DC, time to get your art on. The Durham College Student Association will be hosting a fun afternoon of arts and crafts known as a Crafternoon. Students will be able to express themselves more creatively by creating fancy charm bracelets and painting flower pots. And don't worry, you won't be making art on an empty stomach because spring treats will be provided. This event will be held on Monday, April 20th
art for me, not on a canvas, but my canvas is a camera, and I like to create art through that way. And yes, it's very therapeutic. I love looking at pictures that with serenity and all those sort of things. It just gives you a different emotion every time.
For DCTV News, I'm Evan Jeffrey.
And finally, in music news, Drake is once again trending after teasing possible new music on social media. Fans started noticing small hints in his posts, including captions, snippets of audio, and even certain emojis that people think could be clues. This quickly led to a lot of speculation online about whether he's getting ready to drop a new single or even a full album. Some fans are even trying to guess what the sound of the new music will be and who he might collaborate with. Even though nothing has been officially confirmed yet, it's clear that people are paying close attention and any announcement could happen at any moment. And that's your latest entertainment gossip. We now move to Joaquin Olabe for your 5-day weather forecast.
Thank you, Patrick. For today, drive with caution as there is an extreme weather advisory. A chance of rainfall and near zero visibility and fog continues. Moving forward, today will be a high of 17 with a low of 10 for tonight. Unfortunately, there will also be showers, risk of thunderstorms throughout the day. As for tomorrow, there is a high of 19 with a low of 8. It'll mainly be cloudy, but the sun will make a little cameo. Saturday, high of 17 with a low of 3. With a chance of showers, keep your umbrellas at your side. Sunday, with a high of 6 and with a low of -3. As you can see, your umbrellas are looking for a best friend, and you're the prime candidates as there's more chance of rain showers or flurries. And lastly, Monday, with a high of 5 and a low of -1. Finally, there will be no clouds, so we can enjoy the lovely warmth and debut of the sun as the main protagonist. Right now, it's currently 15. Probably not your favorite 5-day weather forecast of today, but remember that summer is creeping in ever so closer, so be excited about that, as I will now pass it back to my wonderful anchors to wrap up the show. Steph, take it away.
And that concludes our news on campus and beyond. We're so glad you could join us for the broadcast this semester. Be sure to follow us on X at DC Broadcasting or check out our website at dctv.ca. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you next time.